All right, Mr. Crop Duster. This replay will be for you. I did just do a recording of this for Apothic Dark, so it'll be your turn now to be in the spotlight. So I did just watch this replay, but I only watched it from one other perspective, so let's see it from yours. Dude, I know I say this every time, but seriously, like, you gotta just learn a better kickoff. Even if it's a wave dash kickoff. That one was so bad that made you look like a plat. That's crazy. Uh, you got to just learn a better kickoff, man. They're not that hard. Seriously, like, you were just playing the game too much and you're not actually trying to learn a better kickoff. You need to not be playing, you need to be practicing. But maybe you're on your phone or something right there. I'll cut you some slack. If you do it again, though, that's real bad. I don't know why your boost is messed up. It says you have 0. That should change here soon, hopefully. How many changes once? Okay. What is up with the boost? Okay, hopefully it's fixed now. Okay. I gotta go back because I was not paying attention. I was just watching the boost. Okay, it's fixed. Okay, speaking of boost, though, you gotta be getting pads, man. You gotta be getting some pads. You would have got to this boost way faster, and you would have had the option to rotate in if you needed to. Okay, let's watch this whole thing one more time and pay attention to pathing. So you go for this play. You realize you can't do anything, so you're going to get out. You should be taking this pathing because you can get boost, 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 and boost. And at any point on any of these boost pads, you can evaluate if you need to turn back into the play or not. So you can be here, be like, oh no, I don't need to get back into the play. A little bit, you're here. Do I need to get back into the play? Maybe. You can wait a little bit more. There's not an immediate threat. Then you'd be in like this boost. Do I need to get back into this play? Yeah, you would. You would. You would need to be on this boost and you would need to turn and go for this ball. And you would have plenty. You would have like 36 boosts to be able to do that. But instead, you're all the way over here. That was just like too long of a rotation to get that full boost. Oop, wrong button. You guys got away with one right there. You should have got scored on, to be honest. You're rotating to back post just for the sake of back post without actually looking at the play. I mean, you're trying to dodge the stemmo here, right? But you have enough information looking at the ball. Like, there's no threat. Both this guy's hitting it away from the ball, from everything, and both of your opponents are retreating. This is your ball to go for. You need to just turn back out this way and go for this ball. 100%, that should be yours. That's actually a really big mistake. This would be like, this is possible you scoring a goal territory. But now you're late. Now they get a free ball instead. That's actually a pretty big mistake. You need to get out. You need to get out. Wait, you're following the play too much. Oh my gosh, let's watch this again. This is like hurts. So you're late getting to this, so you get beat. This is not your ball to go for anymore. You can maybe try to get to it here, but once it gets past you like this, just go forward. Go forward, grab this boost, try to bump someone, get pads, get back, reset. It's not your play anymore. He got it past you. He doesn't even have possession. If the ball's going past you, that means that it's your teammate's turn. It's a roller going up the wall. You know that you have a teammate who's going to have a way better angle here. But now, Electrocept literally, he should be going for this ball right now, and he should have a free ball, basically, because he should beat this guy. He would have a free ball going up the wall, attacking them. They have no boost. This would be incredible, but instead he can't go because you're fooling around ball chasing. Like, this is super plat looking, Dustin. You got to do better than this. Okay, now you got to think about option coverage here. It looks like there's going to be a 50. You should be positioned as second man right around here. I mean, I guess probably Dark's low, so it's fine to... I mean, you're being, like, too safe. And sometimes when you're too safe, your opponents get free possessions, and then you get scored on because you give too much space. So you should be pushed up. You should be on this ball right now. Once again, that's another free ball that you just, like, weren't ready for. And now you... Okay. Sorry, I keep just saying okay and pausing. Basically what you need to do is you keep putting yourself in these awkward positions and you're not knowing how to reset. You just keep going from awkward position to awkward position. You keep kind of like chasing and cutting rotation, cutting rotation. I think this is something that definitely separates like low champ players to high champ GC players, is their ability to reset and get back into rotation, get out of awkward positions and back into a comfortable position. You're not doing that right now. 9 times out of 10, the way that you do that is to rotate out and wide, get boost, go towards back post, get back in the rhythm. That's exactly what you kind of should have been doing here. This is a little awkward right now. They have a free possession. Nobody's on there. It's awkward because you pushed back. Once you see that they made their play, one person is on the ball. Another person's covering net. You need to keep swinging around like you do, but swing out wide and be third man. Don't just jump on top of the exact same position that your teammates have. Like, what, you shouldn't be flipping here. You should be flipping here. You should be flipping here. And now you should be on the ball with, like, way more boost and momentum. So you need to, like, get out of these awkward positions. Like, right here. There's nothing you can do on this ball. There's nothing you can do. You need to get out. Or you don't even need to get, like, out. You don't need to immediately just rotate back to front post. Or back to net. You can just go out here. See what he's going to do with this ball. And then maybe if you were here right now, he could pass it to you. But now he can't. You just messed him up because you tried to also go for the ball that you couldn't do anything for. Like, you were going to get there at the exact same time as him. So you need to recognize these times where you just need to get out. This is good patience, though. I like this. That's a great touch, back middle. You need to not blindly go all the way back for boost. There are times where you can, but you need to not do it blindly. Like, it's fine that you drive over this mid boost just in case it spawns, which it did. But you need to be doing this while you're on ball cam so you can see, like, what's the play look like? And if you're on ball cam right here and you're like, oh yeah, it does look like this play's developing a little slow. Maybe I can go back for full boost. Then maybe that'd be fine. But even right now, like, I mean, if I saw that electric step was on low boost, even if you were on low boost, I would just turn and grab pad, and you're basically at half boost, and that's plenty. And that was really slow and awkward, and I think the way you were waiting was fine. Nice. I think you just jumped on that a little bit late. I think you just missed the read. That's fine. No panic jump was fine. I mean, sometimes you will get in the way there. Nice. You at least got a touch. That was really scary. He kind of cut you off. I would bet money you have a teammate behind you. Oh, you had a teammate behind you. Look at that. You got to get out when this happens. So this is classic. We are trying to break out of defense. We just got possession of the ball. We're assuming this formation. The formation is one person on the ball. Maybe they are taking a low 50 here. Maybe they're on the sidewall. Maybe they're even cutting in a little bit. The second man pushing up just like you're doing, ready to play the 50. Maybe that person gets a beat off the wall. You're ready to attack wherever this ball goes. If it goes behind you, that's where this person comes in. I mean, this person will assume the position of, like, playing here. And that's why you have a third person. And if that happens, then your job is to just rotate around. I don't know why that got so scuffed right there. But you just want to rotate around. That is classic. This exact formation happens multiple times every single game. This should not be something you're screwing up. Yeah, we gotta get out of this habit of, like, stopping for the ball. If the ball's behind you and you have someone behind you, you just have to know that. So this has happened multiple times already within the first 2 minutes of this game. And you don't even jump for it. Dusty. Ooh. Those are some big mistakes. I mean, that one fully cost a goal. And you might be thinking like, oh, well, why didn't Electric Step go there? He didn't go because he thought you were hitting the ball. Once again, we got to fix that kickoff. It's not horrible. Like, you probably are looking at the result right there and be like, see, it worked out fine. It killed all your momentum to do that. You used 100% of your boost, and they could get there before you if they do a speed flip. And if they get there before you, they're controlling the outcome of the kickoff, not you. And you want to be the one in control. Just because it worked out most of the time against bad people doesn't mean that you should do it every time. This is good rotation. You actually have speed. Nice. Nice, that's a fine challenge. Keep speed up. Why are we slowing down? Why are we stopping? You're watching the play develop right here. You need to immediately be getting speed and getting out. Whoops. You need to be speeding. You need to go to car cam, look to see if this boost is here. If you want to steal it, be rotating out, get bumps, rotate around. You need to be doing something, but you just kind of stop right here. Like, why do we stop? What's going through your mind right here? Like, why are we not immediately getting back or trying to get value? You also didn't drive over a single pad. So my diagnosis from already watching this, I'll speed through the second half of this because I don't want it to be too long. I'll give you some bigger tips. But right now, then all the next games you play, all I want you to do is think about whether you should rotate out or not. And you need to make that decision as fast as possible. Right now, it looks like you're just getting caught watching the play. So you either need to rotate out and also try to think about if you have a teammate behind you. And sometimes you're going to think you have a teammate behind you and you're going to just keep driving and rotate, and then the ball's just going to go in your net. And that's fine. I need you to make that mistake so you can learn when there are people behind you. Because right now you're clogging rotation too much. You're not like doing anything. You're waiting downfield too much. You're going backwards for the ball. Like, we can't be doing that anymore. Okay, so ask yourself right now, if this ball goes behind you, where do you go? The answer is you rotate out and go back post. Looks like that's not going to happen, though. I'm also curious what you're going for with this. If you're going for a shot, you got to hit it with the nose of your car. You can't hit this with the wheels. That's going to be way too soft for, like, what happened. Works out. You get a goal for it, though. Good rotation. That was quick decision-making to know to go for that one. Kind of beefed that touch, but that's fine. That was a hard touch to make. You don't need to jump off here. That's your mistake. Rotation's fine. You don't know where your teammate is yet. Just stay on the wall. Just stay here. And then once you see that Electric Step's there, then you can, like, kind of just stay here. And you probably would be on this ball now. I also think you're not fast aerialing. Like, notice how you jumped, you're not boosting. You use your double jump instantly. You need to be here. We'll go. You instant double jump. You literally use both your jumps before you boost it at all. And now you tilt back and start boosting. It needs to be boost the whole time, jump, tilt back, jump. That needs to happen every single time you're going for these aerials. This is evidence. I've told you this multiple times. Like, you need to be practicing, not just playing. Like, because these mistakes would be so simple to fix in free play and training packs, but you're not doing that. You must just be hopping into ranked every single time. Love that demo. That was really good. You're in a decent position for a pass. You just didn't. That's a good demo from them. I don't know why that guy was there, but it worked. I think your plays were fine. Awkward play from Apothic. What I don't like is you're waiting here a second man. The pass doesn't come. You got to get out now. This is another one of those times. This one's a little bit more ambiguous than the other ones, but I still think you should get out because... Oh my gosh, I keep doing that. because Electric Step wants to be second now and be ready for whatever 50 would have possibly happened there, and he needs you to be behind him to support him. But now you're not behind him. You should have been on this ball, basically. And I bet Electric Step is expecting you to have been on this ball. Now it looks like you guys got to save, but I'd be scared that they're going to score right here. Yeah, you guys got away with one right there. They should have scored. You're over air rolling as well. There's no reason to air roll here. Absolutely none. Just hit the ball. And now, because you're air rolling, you hit the ball the wrong way. Look where your car's pointing. Where are you going, bro? Where are you going? You would have been so much easier if you just kept pointing at the ball instead of air rolling. Then you could have followed it into a 50. Getting a touch and then, like, you got a touch past one. And if you can follow it into a 50, you're taking 2 opponents out of the play. Now, instead, you took 1 opponent out of the play, but left them with a free possession. Now, they botched it, but it would have been a way different story if you got that right there. I like the attempt there. You maybe could have gone for that demo while also still trying to get pads. Actually, I'll give you some tips on when you're going for demos. Okay, so you're not going supersonic, so that is tough luck. But you can still get a bump. Basically, you, especially since you can't be going supersonic, you just need to drive in a straight line right here. Because he's going to have to take this long curvy route. You have a faster... You need to cut him off, basically. The only way you can catch up to him is by cutting him off. If you follow that curvy path as well, you're never going to catch up to him. So you have to take the inside route and just let him... Like, basically, you're going to be drawing a straight line and never allow him to cross that line. And the straight line that you want to cover is front post, basically. So just drive at front post. And if he slows down, then that's also a win. So you just need to get in front of him. The way you're going to get in front of him is by cutting him off. And watch... I guess you kind of did that, but... Yeah, I mean, my line is still more to the left, and you would have got that pad. And then the other tip... Once... So you're taking... Let me erase those. You're taking this line here. As soon as this person crosses your line, you jump and flip into them. Because that will catch them, usually if they're on the ground. And if they jump, it'll still also catch them. Because usually they're going to have to either hit their brakes or do a swerve or jump or do something to get over you. And especially since you're not supersonic right now, sometimes the speed boost from the flip will get you to supersonic and you'll get the demo. And he did jump over you. If you would have jumped and flipped, you would have bumped him and it would have been a goal. Pads, pads. Oh. You just need to get pads. I mean, like, because here the biggest difference, like, yeah, this ended up being fine in this situation. You were on card cam for way too long, so you didn't even know what the situation was. But you need to get pads because when you're getting pads, you can turn around and commit at any point that you need to make a play. But when you go to boost, you can't afford to turn around because you used all your boost to get this boost. You can't turn around until you get the full boost, and then you can go back into play. So it's just very, very committal, and I would have much rather you have gotten just pads there. And if you get pads, and then you get to, like, either this pad or this pad, and you recognize, oh, I actually still have way more time, then you can just also get this, and it's fine. But 9 times out of 10, when you're rotating back, especially after you go for a bump, you either get this, and go back and cut across midfield. You go here, and then once you're on this pad, you look and say, do I have time? And if you have time, you can take this boost. Or if you just want to be safe, 9 times out of 10, it'll always be a good idea to go pad, and just take this arc, and then you can turn back in. Boom, you're at 100 boost. You could be back in the play with 100 boost, taking much shorter route than you did. So don't sleep on pads. Nice. You got to go to card cam, bro. You got no vision on anything. You either got to go to card cam or you got to bump that guy. Also, again, this is a little tip. 9 times out of 10, when you flip like this, because when you flip, you know, if you just drop off the ceiling and you flip, it kills all your vertical momentum. The code literally puts your vertical speed to 0 after you flip. So right now, it feels like you're still going high because you're looking at the sky, but look how low you were to the ground. it would have been faster to land and re-jump, and it would have used way less boost, and it would have been way less committal. So if you flip into the ball, 9 times out of 10, you're going to want to land and re-jump. And you got to go to ball cam. If you are going to stay on cart cam, you have to just hit the opponent instead. Bang! Good shot. Oh, here's a funny thing. Watch your car. Your decal is going to reset to the stripes decal for like a frame. I still to this day have no idea why this happens. You saw it? Yeah, I'm not going to go back and waste time. But, okay, you should have gone for boosts to begin with. But yeah, I don't know why in replay sometimes it does that with decals. I just think that's funny. Okay, this 50, I said I was going to speed through the second half, but I'm not. This 50, I want you to think about possible outcomes. You're going to challenge this ball. You can pause the video here, think about ideal outcomes, and then slowly check ones off or cross ones off that list of ones that are more likely realistic. Then once you get some possible outcomes, I want you to think about what you need to do in order to get the ball to that destination, how you want to challenge this. Also think about what your opponent wants and how they want to get the ball to that destination. So pause it and genuinely think about that right here. Now that you have paused it 100%, I know you did, and now you thought about these things on your own. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. So ideal situation, get a ball to a teammate, get the ball in front of their net, one of those two things, or possess the ball yourself. And then, so that's highest priority. Next priority is just get the ball out of this guy's hands. You want to do one of those things. Now I'm going to think about, what do they want to do? Well, this suck guy, he can't really do anything because his momentum's going around the corner. He's kind of like, if he tries to jump, it'll just kind of like eat his jump. He basically just has to keep driving in a circle around the wall. So he can't really get any height on this ball. So he's going to have to challenge this really, really close, like basically stuck to the wall, which means there's a lot of space on the outside to beat him that way. So that's good to know that he's going to be stuck. He's probably just going to try to win this ball forward. Or, honestly, realistically, he might just be trying to take a 50 and kill it. But he doesn't want to get dunked. You probably want to dunk him. You should also recognize that based on his positioning, since he's going to be glued to the wall, it's going to be really easy to dunk him. Or since he's going to be glued to the wall, any 50 that happens is probably going to shoot out this way. Now, I honestly probably would have guessed that you had at least one more teammate back here somewhere, but it looks like they both had committed already. So if you did have a teammate back there, it would be really easy to just jump to the wall. Just put your car against the wall. You guys will both be against the wall, and odds are he'll probably jump or something. You could maybe jump, you could jump late, but you can probably manipulate this 50 to shoot it out this way, which would have been really good if you had a teammate back. Honestly, it still might, because Electric Set might be able to cut in, but they might get it too, so it's a little bit risky to do that. The other way is you can just win this forward. So let's look again how you try to do it. You're taking it on the ground. You also didn't meet him at the point of contact with the ball. You got lucky that he just like botched that and didn't touch the ball. You should have jumped and met him where he was trying to get the ball so you can just power through him because he's going to be glued to the wall, like I said earlier. You got the outcome you wanted, but I don't think you did it in the right manner. I think you got a little lucky. When this happens, small little tip. You're here. Use your second jump. Like, you can tilt a little bit more upside down. Use your second jump, and it'll push you back this way so you can get to that side boost. Unfortunate recovery. Okay, you need to get out. This is not your play anymore. The only way you can touch this ball is by shooting it at your net. This is not your play. You were rotating back post. What is back post is now changed. You need to go back post. Look at, wait, wrong. Look how bad you just cut him off. We're going to watch from his POV so you can see how bad you just cut him off. He wanted to go there so bad. And also, a little tip, if you're the one with full boost, if like two people arrive to the net at the same time, and one has full boost and one has really low boost, let the person with low boost go, because they need to get some momentum so they can go forward and do another rotation to pick up more boosts on their way back. And also, you're going to be a better defender if you have full boost. So in this case, you should, one, you have headphones on, you can hear that he's in net. Two, you're in Discord, you can have him say that he's in net. And three, you just should have rotated back post to begin with, so you're not cutting him off. But you need to be aware that there's someone else behind you. That was a good 50, though. Ooh, that's a crazy save. You always need to jump when you're in this position. This is just hard to... You just have to know this. He's going for a pinch. If you don't jump when he pinches, it's going to pinch, hit your car, and go at your net. I've had this happen way too many times. It's just because I have 3,000 hours in the game. You just have to jump on that touch. I'm pausing right now because I want you to think about what you're trying to do with this ball. It looks like you're just trying to get to the ball first and hit it forward. And also, judging by the timeline, it looks like you guys are about to score. But I don't think you were thinking about what you were going to do there. That's a great flick, though. Holy moly. But imagination game time, you're at this ball. I would guess that you're going to hit it before them. Maybe this is fine. I would have liked you to hit a little bit more sideways to play it off the wall to yourself a little bit more. You hit it a little bit far forward. Luckily, their last back doesn't do anything. So you got... Honestly, you got lucky that they're bad defenders. If you hit this a little bit more sideways, you would have caught the ball here. And honestly, he probably wouldn't have been able to get to you in time. That would have been a lot better. But great catch. Great flick. Oh, look at that. High-fiving as they miss that save. Good stuff. And they forfeit. So my just what I want you to do and work on now. I want you to just, one, don't go into a ranked game right away. I need you to practice first before you start playing again. The things I want you to practice: learn a good kickoff or a real kickoff. The wave dash kickoff is super easy and it's good enough. You should just learn how to speed flip, because speed flipping is really, really, really important and really, really good. So you can just learn how to speed flip and do a speed flip kickoff. That's going to take a lot more practice. If you don't want to do that, learn a wave dash kickoff. That's way easier. I know you know how to wave dash. So learn a good kickoff. The other thing I want you to do, go into free play, just do fast aerials. Find like silver aerial training pack and just do fast aerials. Not that instant double jump thing. I want you to jump, keep boosting the whole way, and then double jump when you're there. So I want you to do those three things first before you play another game. Then once you play another game, I want you to have two things on your mind only. One, every time I'm out of the play or I'm awkward, just rotate out. No more slowing down. Stop waiting downfield for passes unless it's realistic that the pass is going to come. And the second the pass doesn't come to you, get out of there. Rotate out and just rotate wide. I want that to be the number one thing on your brain. The other thing on your brain, the secondary thing, is every time you go for an aerial, you're doing a fast aerial. You have to just lock that in your mind and just force yourself to do it every single time. Otherwise, you're never going to break the habit. Because right now it is a habit. It is a deep habit if you're still doing it after this many hours of gameplay. So you need to just force yourself to break the habit. You're going to miss a lot of aerials. It's going to be really awkward. You're going to play the rest of your game worse because all you're thinking about is doing a fast aerial. That is okay. You have to do that so you can eventually implement it into your gameplay. Otherwise, it's never going to get implemented. Other than that, hopefully you got some good tips from this. I'm really excited for this season. I think you have improved a lot as a player still. I know I was really hard on you this replay. I think you just had a lot of mistakes this replay. So unfortunate that we just grabbed one that was not your best game. But I think you are a great player. You have a lot of great games. If we can just improve that consistency now, we're going to be winning a championship this year. So you can do it. I know you can. Just practice those things.